This is my favorite part of the night. Favorite part of the podcast, man. It's the segment Who You Got. All right, Corey, you got the last one. Chiefs versus Steelers.
Yeah. I kind of have as little to say about this game as I did the Tampa Bay Philly game. I guess good for Roethlisberger getting into the playoffs in his final year in Pittsburgh. Winning that game in week 18 is a good send-off for him. This playoff game won't be. And hell, Roethlisberger doesn't even believe the Steelers have a chance to win. So, come on now. I will say a hell of a job by Mike Tomlin to get this team in this position. The Steelers really have no business being a playoff team. They are. And kudos to Tomlin for that. But Kansas City's a better team. Barring J.J. Watt setting a single game record for sacks in a game and the defense probably getting a touchdown or two, I think Kansas City wins this relatively easily. I don't expect this to go much better than the Steelers playoff game last year. I'm going to go Kansas City 34-13.
All right, Mo, Chiefs versus Steelers.
I mean, of course, offensively and defensively, you have to go with Kansas City. Coaching wise is where the tough lies. But I'm gonna go with Tomlin. I mean, coaching wise, I'm gonna go with Tomlin. I think he's done more with little, more with less. No disrespect to Andy Reid, but just look at the job he's done. This is just nobody thought this. Nobody would remotely think that Pittsburgh would be in the playoffs when the season began. You know what I'm saying? I would go with this is gonna be ugly. This game is gonna be ugly. I hate to see Ben go like this. But I love to see he gets one last national platform, one last game. I think Kansas City's gonna be motivated. One by the Cincinnati game and two by ending the season like they did in a dogfight like that within the division. I think that could help really motivate a team. So I think they're gonna put a 40 spot on them. I think it's gonna be 40-14. I think it's gonna be ugly. I know. It's gonna be real ugly.
All right, Craig, Chiefs versus Steelers.
Well, these two teams met a few weeks ago, and it was a blowout. It's going to be kind of the same situation as far as the Steelers on the road in Kansas City. But Kansas City, man, they just haven't been playing well. Like I don't really. This is a vulnerable team. Like I don't really have any faith in them. But at the same time, I don't really have any faith in Ben Roethlisberger either. So, I mean, not faith. I shouldn't say faith. I should say extra confident. Like I was last year, I was very confident. And even still, like if I were to pick a team, I would pick the Chiefs to come out of the AFC. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they get beat by a team. I don't think this is going to be that team in Pittsburgh, but you never say never. But just definitely on the offensive side, I think just because they have Patrick Mahomes, I'm taking the Chiefs. I think what Najee Harris has done, if he's healthy, like he was the second half, I believe, of that game, and pretty much the whole season, hasn't thrown the ball at all, and that's tough for a rookie running back. And Deontay Johnson, Claypool, like these guys are playing pretty well. It's just the quarterback, and the quarterback is a liability out there at times. He made some big throws in that game against Baltimore and brought them back, and they're in the playoffs. So, and he has experience. He's been there before, but so has Patrick Mahomes. Defensive side, though, I'm picking Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh has pretty much every category on defense, every big category. They got them in yards, turnovers, sacks, so points per game. So I'm picking Pittsburgh on defensive side. I'm also picking Tomlin as the coach. Like I think what he's done. I know Andy Reid, but that was expected. Like I don't think too many people picked the Steelers. Even I didn't make the playoffs. I thought they would finish at 500 or something like that. Or it couldn't be 500. Maybe 9-8 or 8-9 or something like that. Whatever I picked. But like they're in the playoffs, and I think what Mike Tomlin has done for this team, and with everything that he had to endure, like I said a few weeks ago, He's had to endure Ben Roethlisberger. Like that's a challenge to me this year. Because he just doesn't have the same arm strength or anything that he had a few years ago. So I think Tomlin's done a phenomenal job for this team. But overall, yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs. I don't think it's going to be that 36-10. I think the Chiefs kind of just get ahead early and then just run the ball, run the clock out. So I'm going Chiefs 27 to actually I'm going 30-13.
Okay. Yeah, once again, this game is I'm happy for Ben Roethlisberger. I'm happy for Mike Tomlin. I'm happy for the Steelers organization. Right? It's a nice way. You got a lot of decisions to make next year. So this might be their last trip to playoffs for a second. Got to figure out that quarterback position. So offense, I got the Chiefs. But listen, like Craig said, I love Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, their rookie tight end, Pat Freiermuth, which it is. Freiermuth, yeah. So like, great, I love it. But I got to give it to the Chiefs. Defense, I'll give it to Pittsburgh, but I think they're gonna. In this game, I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs. I'm not giving it to Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh defense is gonna get 40 ball put on them. So I'm gonna give the edge to the Chiefs defense. That's how I'm going, man. And if the Steelers hold them to 20, cool, but they're not. So I'm not picking their defense. Their defense is gonna get blown out. Coaching, I'll give it to Tomlin. He did a wonderful job this year. But he's gonna get his butt handed to him too. I mean, this is gonna be back-to-back blowout playoff losses. I'm not used to seeing this from the Steelers, man. So, but it's just gonna be back-to-back. Way to go! You give the Chiefs a booster. This is a booster game for them, man. They're gonna beat them by like 35 or 40 or 30. What Craig, you said 30 to 13. That's a booster, man. They're going to be boosted going to play the Bills. So, that's what you don't want to do is give teams like the Chiefs or the Bucks easy playoff games because it just magnifies, they're going to be a tougher out. Like, okay, we got this.
To be fair, that's part of why Brady's the luckiest athlete in sports history because he's had a lot of those in New England.
Yeah.
I mean, the man had a Super Bowl path of facing Marcus Mariota and Blake Bortles.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Damn, he did, didn't he?
Man, listen, Jacksonville supposed to win. Nah, man.
He did.
That playoff game, that AFC Championship game, too.
Yeah, because he played Saxonville in a championship game.
Yeah, I mean, even worse that they should have lost that championship game.
Yeah. So I just feel like it's so it's a wrap, man. So I love the Pittsburgh organization. They'll be back, but whether we see Ben play next year or not, you got to the playoffs, which is nice, and they got to the playoffs. Mike Tomlin did a phenomenal job, but I have the Chiefs beating them. I said 40, but I'm gonna go 35-17.
And the first game was 36-10, and the scary part about that is Kelsey didn't play, and Tyreek Hill only had 2 catches for 19 yards.
Jesus.
And you still got 36.
Now Kelsey's back. Oh my God! I changed my pick. 45.